Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Strobank Show. We're live from Rated R Studios. I got my boy Rated R Randy.
What's happening?
And Ray.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
AKA Young Sinus Infection.
Yes, son.
Young sinus infection.
You know what I'm talking about? This quarantine got me going crazy,
My nigga not feeling good, but this is his flu game.
Facts.
Flu pod?
Flu pod.
Flu pod.
Flu pod. Okay. Okay. I fucks with it.
Nah, man, what's good with y'all? Everybody have a good week? Everybody feeling all right?
It's been great.
You been great?
Good, bro.
Absolutely wonderful. Been quarantined in the house.
Yeah, that nigga patient zero, bro.
Yes.
Who patient zero?
Schroeder.
Aye.
Work?
Yeah.
Aye.
Damn.
Even though, I'll be bullshitting. It's really a nigga at work that should be quarantined. And
Big facts.
he not quarantined, and that shit makes me nervous every time I see him.
Why should he be quarantined?
This nigga, he gave somebody the mumps.
God damn.
He gave somebody the fucking mumps.
The mumps?
The mumps, yeah, nigga, you ain't heard about this shit since probably like 1947.
Oh, God.
And this nigga gave somebody the mumps. That nigga is patient zero.
Yeah.
Nigga, if it's a zombie outbreak, I'm shooting the good shit out of him. You're out of here, buddy.
The mumps, nigga?
The fucking mumps. Nigga, when they told me, they was like, yeah, bro, the mumps. I was like, one, this is a HIPAA violation. And number two, how the fuck is the mumps still getting around? The fucking mumps? I was just like, boy, we don't give a shit at this job, dude.
That's like giving somebody scurvy, nigga.
Young lads got the scurvy.
That ass, bro. Niggas is walking around with polio and shit. What the fuck is this? What is this? Ghetto. That's what this is. This is ghetto. Fuck.
Ghetto.
I don't know why that shit tickles me, bro.
Nigga, you got tickled.
You got tickled.
Nigga.
Thugs don't get tickled, bro.
Nigga, when did I say I was a thug? If you said a real nigga, I'd be like, oh, hold on. All right. Nigga, I'm
I don't
not.
think you qualify as such, sir.
I do. I got my real nigga card in my wallet.
Let me see.
Oh, I forgot. Excuse me. It says, can't show that shit to fake niggas.
All right, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, nigga. Because you ain't got a real nigga card, you would never know.
I think I do got a real
You
nigga
don't.
card.
You don't.
Why are you over at a fake nigga's house then?
It's the only place I can go. This quarantine got niggas going crazy. All the real niggas done shut down. Fake niggas still open.
Like Bill O'Brien.
No, we not saying on that shit.
Hell no. This nigga tried to fuck out that segue.
Hell no.
Oh no. This is said like Bill O'Brien. No. Bill O'Brien is trash, bro.
Garbage.
Before we go to Bill O'Brien, I just want to say rest in peace to Roger Mayweather.
For sure.
He was a big part of the Floyd Mayweather experience for me and many others. So I just want to say rest in peace and condolences to the Mayweather family.
For sure. That man is having a hard 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Just lost his uncle. And the week and a half prior, lost his
Baby moms.
Yep. Longtime girlfriend. Terrible.
Mother of
Damn.
3 of his kids.
Yeah. Hard time.
Tough time.
Damn, that's wild.
Yeah. You wouldn't think
That
it.
is awful.
Had an impromptu moment of silence.
Yeah,
Best.
nice little moment of silence for the guy. But now we're talking about free agency.
The free agency. Probably the biggest move in all of free agency.
Are we going there first?
I mean, kind of got to. He started bringing up Bill O'Brien, so...
D-Hop to Arizona?
yeah, that's a huge move. And they got him for nothing.
Nothing.
They got from under that big-ass David Johnson contract and only had to send, what, a second? A second round
I
pick?
think so, yeah.
That's cheap.
It was like a second and a fourth or something
For
like
a
that.
top 5 receiver in the league
Yes.
who's still in his prime?
Yes.
That is cheap.
All while dumping a contract.
Whoever the GM is over at Arizona for the Cardinals, salute to you. Because you managed to fleece Bill O'Brien. That man got took.
Sheesh.
How you guys think D-Hop would do in AZ?
Great.
I think
Because
so, too.
now Kyler Murray has a real number 1 receiver. instead of just throwing it to a bunch of young guys, young speedy guys.
They have the perfect setup for their receiving core, I think, because you have a receiver that's dominant now, one of the best receivers of all time,
In the slot.
and then now you have all these young guys, Christian Kirk and who else? I
Andy
know they
Isabella.
got, they got a couple other guys.
And they're just speedy as shit. They're big
Exactly.
bodies and they're speedy.
And then that offense that Cliff Kingsbury runs.
Yep. Not to mention Kenyon Drake in the backfield.
Yes.
Which that'll work perfect for him. He did work as soon as he got there. So
And Kyler Murray is a
he's good.
good talent.
He's good.
A lot of
He
raw talent that can really, I think, become a star.
He answered a lot of questions last
Uh-huh.
year. You know, we was worried, can he take the hits? You know, how will his game translate? It translated pretty well, especially with the scheme that Cliff Kingsbury is setting up there. It works.
Mm-hmm.
It works. I like it. I like it a lot.
Does that change the NFC West, like the whole landscape of it?
They'll be number 2 now.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Actually, no. They still gotta deal with Seattle, who just will not go without a fight.
That's true. I was kind of thinking they was the number 1.
Seattle?
Yeah,
So fuck the Niners?
yeah.
All right. I mean, I feel you. I feel it. I understand the energy. Fuck the Niners, but realistically, actually,
That's gonna
that's
be number 3 probably. That's
you know what
gonna
I'm
be number 3
saying.
next year.
That's what I'm thinking. Because like, honestly though, it's still a coin toss. Because like, they might have a Super Bowl hangover.
I mean, that's a fact.
The defense is still gonna be good, but will that offense keep plugging? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's the only thing I'm worried about. So they might have a hangover.
Especially once everybody's got so much film on
Exactly.
Shanahan's offense.
Exactly. You know, we know who your guys are. We know who can rip the big runs. If we see that dude in the backfield, stack the box. Pretty simple, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty much NFC West is just looking like Seattle and whoever claws their way to number 2.
Yeah.
That's the way I see it.
Think the Rams got a chance?
Hell no. Hell no. They ain't got a first round pick for the next upcoming 2 or 3 years. They just dumped Todd Gurley.
Yeah.
Poured all their money into Jared Goff.
All of it.
Between Jared Goff and Aaron Donald, which I would throw the bank at Aaron Donald, but not Jared Goff. That was probably one of the dumbest moves I ever seen.
But Ray, quarterback versus D tackle.
We're talking about a generational talent as opposed to a serviceable quarterback.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
And I mean serviceable loosely.
Yes.
Who y'all taking, Jared Goff or Kirk Cousins?
That's tough.
That is tough.
Y'all are disrespectful.
I'm
That
taking. Well, okay. It depends on what sense we're talking about. Because long term, if I'm building a franchise, I'm taking Goff. But if we're talking about just a game, I'm probably taking Kirk Cousins.
Okay, let me paint the picture for you real quick. Let's say you have a $180 million 5-year contract to hand out to whoever you want to be your quarterback. Are you taking Kirk Cousins or Jared Goff?
I'm taking Goff.
You don't want your franchise to succeed.
There's a higher ceiling, I think, with Goff than there is Cousins.
I feel like we've seen his ceiling.
Just the potential to get better. I mean, he's still young in his career compared to Cousins, who's been in the league quite a while now.
He has, but I feel like Jared Goff has shown us who he really is.
I think Kirk has too.
Yeah.
That he's good. He's better than Jared Goff
He's a serviceable quarterback.
on his worst day.
He is like a half step above a journeyman.
That's mad disrespectful, bro.
No, it's not.
Because, like, if you said about Jared Goff, I'd be like, right on. A half step above a journeyman? So you mean to tell me he is barely better than Ryan Fitzpatrick?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I might take Fitzmagic
Hell
over
no.
Kirk Cousins.
Hell no. This nigga does this shit to everybody. You get fooled by that shit, don't you?
Yes.
The Fitzception?
Yes. Sure do.
Everybody does. He just shows up
Yes.
on the team, does good for half the season.
He had me at Harvard. You can play quarterback. I believe in you.
Fuck no, man. See?
That, and I've watched him shit on the Chiefs one too many times. He also had that 6 interception game against the Chiefs though, but
Because
he's just hit or miss.
that's so crazy, the fact that him and Jameis was in the same system. And if you put both of them together, they was the number 1 quarterback that season. because collectively they threw for like 5,250 yards, like 40-some touchdowns. Like, essentially, they was like 2018 Pat Mahomes together.
What's Jameis about to do?
Dude, I want him to go to the Chargers.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
That's what I want, but
He only saying it just for like, well, that's a guaranteed 2 wins this season.
Yes.
Even though, like, with those receivers, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Only thing is, I think they just cut Travis Benjamin, though. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
only thing is, on the flip side, he already had Mike Evans and Godwin. So it's like,
Yeah, anything from those two is really a step down, to be completely honest.
Yeah.
To be completely honest. Unless you was going to Minnesota, but shit, they just shipped off Stephon Diggs. And guess what? The Bills actually, not the Bills, but the Vikings actually have a smart GM. They managed to get a first-round pick out of Stephon Diggs.
Yes.
That's how you do it.
Yes.
That's how you fucking do it.
And for D-Hop. DeAndre Hopkins.
I mean,
That shit is frustrating,
it's
man.
fuck.
I bet you could go on Madden, they wouldn't even accept that shit.
Fuck no.
Trade has been denied.
Hell yeah. If you got it on any, like, you know, any type of difficulty, maybe if you got it on rookie, you might get away with it. Maybe. Even then, maybe they on rookie, they be like pushing hard bargains. You be having to give up a first and a fourth.
Facts.
Shit tough. So what? Yeah. So D-Hop to Arizona. Stephon Diggs to not Minnesota, but to Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
Any other big ones?
Teddy Bridgewater.
Oh yeah, he
To
just
the
signed with the
Carolina
Panthers. Teddy B.
Yes.
I'm interested to see how that'll
Does he
pan
have
out.
any receivers?
God damn it. Curtis
They got the,
Curtis Samuel, he's good. No, Devin Funchess left. He went to the Colts like last year. It's one more dude that they got that's actually like he's
Yeah,
good.
they got a couple of decent receivers.
I just can't think of none of their names right now.
I can't either.
It's not like a bad receiving core, but it's not like explosive.
But seeing him work with McCaffrey will be nice.
Yes. Yes.
That man is ridiculous.
And Greg Olsen, where'd he end up going? He ended up going to, I want to say Seattle?
Oh, I didn't know he found
Yeah, I think so.
I think so,
yeah,
too.
I think he did. He signed like
Yeah.
a 1 year, $8 million contract with them.
Jason Witten to the Raiders.
Stupid.
That's gross.
Yeah.
That's gross.
Speaking of the Raiders, Mariota as well, which is
Is he a
interesting.
backup?
Maybe.
They're not really saying much. I think
Maybe.
that the plan is for him to be the backup, but I don't think
You think it's
Gruden
gonna be
really
some-
likes Derek Carr.
You think it's gonna be some quarterback controversy?
Yes.
Yes. But it might be the smartest idea just to push Derek Carr to be that guy again. Because, I mean, Derek Carr had a really good year that year that he led the
Let him
Raiders to the playoffs.
Yeah. What was that, 2016?
Somewhere around in there. I mean, I think he can be one of the better quarterbacks in the league, top half.
Yeah, top 16 for sure. Yeah. Not top, my bad. Like, bottom half of the 8.
Yeah.
Top 12.
Yeah. So I think it somewhat makes sense in bringing in Mariota, but
That's like a
I
lateral
don't know.
move, damn it.
Yeah.
If anything, like a slightly backwards lateral move.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, Mariota has shown he's a very timid quarterback.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he does not pull the trigger. And they did everything they could down in Tennessee. They had Corey Davis. They got Tajay Sharp. They got A.J. Brown. He had one of the better tight ends in the league in Delaney Walker. You know what I'm saying? Like, they gave him a fully functioning offense, and he still just could not press the button, pull the trigger. You know what I'm saying? I'd like to see what would happen if that happened with Derek Carr.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you seen him without best thing he had was an offensive line.
Yeah.
That was the best thing he had. And then, you know, Amari Cooper, who, you know, would randomly be on and then shut off.
Cooper and Crabtree, that was the best.
Yeah, that was his best situation.
Mm-hmm. That's when he had his best, you know, put up
That
the best
is true.
numbers.
Even though Crabtree just forever got bullied by that man. Keep the lead. That was the funniest shit.
Yeah.
That man got his chain snatched how many times? Twice?
I think, yeah.
How do you not shoot a nigga after that, bro?
80,000 witnesses.
It's 80,000 witnesses to getting your lunch money took, bro. You got to do something to defend your honor, bro. Something.
Melvin Gordon moved from the Chargers to the Broncos.
That's what I was about to say, and that's the dumbest shit I ever seen. Not for the Broncos. Good for them. That boy, he was reportedly going to get a $10 million a year contract from the Chargers and sneered at it.
Damn.
Now you getting $8 a year. Not even fully guaranteed with the goddamn Broncos. Good job. Good job. You overplayed your hand.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of what Le'Veon Bell did.
Yeah.
Fact. You went from a great offense paying you the same amount of money to a shite. Like, shit would call that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Type offense under a insane head coach for the exact same amount of money. I can understand if they was paying you $100 million. All right, yeah, you know, go ride out your glory days and some shit. They paid you the exact same money that the Steelers were offering.
And that's crazy because the running backs the running backs just don't get paid.
Bro, and I get why they hold out. I totally get it.
I get it too, but at the same time, I kind of get why they don't pay him.
I get it. That's why, like, on some real, I feel like they should have, like, altered, like, rookie deals. Like, they should be able to get paid more in the back half if they perform. You know what I'm saying?
More incentive based.
Yeah,
to really,
because, like,
really
it
get
sucks.
paid.
Because, like, you know, a lot of times you see these guys, they're, like, third rounders, undrafted free agents, and they come in and they tear shit up, and these teams, they run them down. And then when they be like, oh, I think I deserve to get paid. And they laugh at them.
Mm-hmm.
They laugh.
But at the same time, you can just go find another undrafted free agent to replace them.
See? And that's fucked up.
And that's the name of the game.
It is. But ain't that fucked up, though? Like, for real. Like, take the business aspect out of it. Think about it like, you know, person to person. That's fucked up. Everybody else get paid but me.
I agree and disagree because I get it from both sides because on one hand, you know, I think the players should get paid as much as they need, you know, to be good for life, especially if you're performing and you hang around for, you know, at least 3 years, you know, a few years, you know, because running backs.
Their career average is
6 years?
Yeah.
Right around in there?
The shortest.
That's not a long
Yeah, the
time.
shortest span out of any position, bro.
So I get it from both sides, though, because from a team side of it, I can go get another running back that can, you know,
basically do
the exact same thing you're doing. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, the run game is subject to the offensive line.
This is a fact.
So they have to have that O-line to make their money, but at the same time, I mean, Le'Veon Bell, look at his situation.
And that's the crazy, because, like, the thing that gets me is, like, they don't even get paid a king's ransom a lot of time.
No.
Like, they get paid, like, serviceable amounts of money. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, you see these wide receiver contracts, shitting on them. Mm-hmm. Shitting on them. And, I mean, to, like, you know, basically compare it to what you just said, they're subject to their quarterback play. You know what I'm saying?
That is true.
They are completely dependent on another position for their success.
But I think that's a lot less
significant.
Yeah, compared to the running back and the O-line.
I mean,
you literally have to have separation to be able to run.
That's fact. Like,
or run in between tackles.
Your success is dependent on like 5 people as opposed to one person.
Right. Exactly.
I get it. No, I get it.
And if you create that separation, you know, a guy like Julio, where you're shooting with a 10-foot hoop, I mean,
I get it. It's just, it sucks that like it has to be them. You know what I'm saying?
I think incentively you could maybe make it work. If the incentives were kind of crazy in their contracts compared to, you know, a receiver or quarterback or, you know, some position that's making endless amounts of money with the running backs. Well, say I, you know, rush for 10 touchdowns this year. I get
a $5 million bonus.
Yeah. Or I rush for 1,000 yards this year. I get this much.
That's what I'll be with. Because, like, you know, like, a lot of times that was what people would bang on Mark Ingram about. That, like, you know, he didn't crack, 1,000 rushing yards.
Mm-hmm.
but like he would get, you know, double-digit touchdowns like yearly. And he'd be like, oh, he's just a goal line back. He can just, you know, mash his way in there, so on and so forth. He finally hit 1,000 yards, and you watched him get paid with Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I think it should be, like, I think they should have, like, a base salary of, like, $5 million a year. And then their incentives be crazy as hell. Because that's what you're banking on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, like, that should be, like, to me, that should be within a rookie deal. Because, like, a lot of times that's when you get the best production out these guys. The second half isn't when you get the best.
Well, your rookie deal lasts, roughly 3 to 5 years is what it could last. And their average career is 6 years.
So that's where I'm at with it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think it should be. Because, like, I get it. You know, you don't want to overpay people. You got to think about, you know, cap room, so on and so forth. But, like, I don't think you can go too wrong with, you know, making it incentive-based. Because that's essentially what they're asking for. Like, oh, I did this amount of work. I feel like I deserve back pay, essentially. That's what they hold out for.
And at this point, really, all that position is somewhat of an incentive. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, you have 3 different running backs that you'll trot out there nowadays, almost every team, and hope one of them fucking works. You know what I mean? So whoever does, you get your incentive pay, and now you're getting paid more than everybody else.
That's a fact. That's a big fact. So what? Other than them, who is it? Somebody like a good defensive back just went to the Broncos. You remember who?
Was it Slay?
No,
Darius
Slay
he went to Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah, him and
No,
Xavier.
was it Miami or was it?
I feel like it was. Am I wrong? Because I feel like it's like him and Xavier Howard down there.
You might be right.
No, Darius Slay went to the Eagles. My bad.
The Eagles.
Which, good for them. 'Cause
Yeah.
Lord knows they needed some secondary help.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think. Some really good corner just went to the fucking Dolphins.
Where did Chris Harris end up at?
I know Akeem went, I think, to the Dolphins.
Keith Talib went to the Dolphins too?
I think so.
Let me see.
Because I want to say Chris Harris might have went to the Chargers.
Did he?
I think he might have stayed in the division.
I guess, and I don't know, considering, you know, draft is coming soon, Joe Burrow is, he's excited about the Dolphins.
Nice.
That could work.
It could.
That could work. What's his name finally started playing well? Devontae Parker.
Mm-hmm. Todd Gurley to the Falcons.
Yeah.
That's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Back in Georgia with the Falcons for Todd Gurley. And then what were you just saying, Ray? With the Dolphins?
The Dolphins, they just signed Kyle Van Noy, Emmanuel Ogbah, and Shaq Lawson.
Damn.
For some frontline help. That defensive front end should be decent. Be decent. Like, they're not gonna be punching bags like they were last year. And they managed to get Jordan Howard for like $10 million, cheap, relatively cheap. So finally some stability in that backfield. Because you know Ryan Fitzpatrick was their leading rusher.
That's hilarious.
He was their leading single
Fitzmagic. That's why I'm taking him over Cousins.
All right, bro. I'm not gonna do this shit with y'all again.
So I think staying with quarterbacks, I think we finally gotta talk about the Buccaneers.
Dumb.
Jameis is out.
Bro.
Tom Brady is in.
TB12.
TB12.
Man, and I feel kind of bad for Chris Godwin. He really had to give up number 12. That sucks. But it's understandable.
Was he not going to give up number 12?
Probably not. That shit wasn't finna slide.
I doubt it.
They just gave that man $50 million. You gonna get a number of, goddamn it.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't think he has anything left to really give. And it's not like your team is a fringe Super Bowl contender. What are are you expecting from
I think they could be, though.
Their defense is still ass. That defense sucks. And what do we say? Defense wins championships. Yeah, that offense gonna win some games. You're gonna finally put some butts in.
We didn't say they was gonna win a championship, but fringe contender. I think they're that.
Super Bowl.
Yes.
That's fringe.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Is this how you guys are gonna argue your points?
Pretty
Yes.
much.
Yes.
So do you think they're gonna be
Yes.
better than the Saints? Can they beat up?
Possibly.
Fuck out of here.
Why not?
Can they outbeat the Vikings?
Saints just signed somebody too.
They
They
did.
they re-signed Breeze. They paid the shit out.
Oh
this man.
yeah, I think that's what it was. They re-signed
Nah,
Breeze.
they signed somebody else.
Did they?
Skills player. Yeah.
But yes,
You think they can beat?
they can definitely beat the Vikings easily.
easily,
Yes,
easily,
and no more Stephen Diggs.
easily.
Yes,
I'm not sold on these people, bro. They have a fire offense now.
I am.
The offense is going to be fire.
Emmanuel Sanders. That's who the Saints
Emmanuel Sanders.
An old Emmanuel Sanders.
Yeah.
Man? I'm not mad at it.
signed. He still can play.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's just gonna get old man buckets. Little out routes, midfield crosses. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think Brady on the Bucks can beat almost anyone in the NFC. On the right day.
Yeah, everybody hurt the shit? Sure. Yeah. Fuck no. They're not getting past Seattle if they meet them. Low-key,
That'll be a tough test.
Low-key, I think they might get flamed if they played the Cardinals like we was talking about. That secondary is booty. Let me think. Fuck. Low-key, bro, they would have fits with the Cowboys. And that's saying a lot. They would have fits with the fucking Cowboys.
Cowboys is a
No.
good team.
They're an okay team. Actually, though, they actually might be a good team now that what's his name? Jason Garrett's gone.
Yeah.
They actually might be a good team. So I'm trying to hold back on slander on them.
They did franchise tag Dak. I thought that was kind of funny. They will not
You-
pay him.
Hey, real shit. You ain't trying to take this deal? Tag. Fuck. So now you got to play your heart out for another season
Yep.
in hopes. Because, they can tag them next year too, can't they?
Mm-hmm.
You can use the tag twice.
As far as I know. Yeah.
Just, I guess, because apparently he wants to get Pizze.
Yes.
Because he knows what Pat's about to get paid.
Well, and he deserves it, does he not? I feel like he deserves to get paid what Carson Wentz and Jared Goff are getting paid.
That's a fact.
All right.
That is.
He's
A
proven
no,
more than both of them, I think.
That's a fact.
All right, man. You make a convincing argument on that part. Because, all right, now, if we came down to, me taking Dak or Jared Goff, I'm going to take Dak.
Oh, I'll take Dak.
I'm going to take
Yeah,
Dak.
I'll take Dak.
About 9 times out of 10.
But don't get me wrong, I wouldn't want to pay him what he wants either.
No.
when it
'Cause
comes to the other
that
side.
man basically want like a $180 million deal.
Yeah, he wants Wentz got 32 and Goff got 35. Something
A year?
Like that. Yeah.
Real shit.
Yeah.
Goff got 35 a year?
Yeah.
I thought he only got like $150.
No.
Oh, well, shit. Why y'all be giving me so much shit for talking about Kirk Cousins, bro? He only getting 30.
A year?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, why y'all be giving me so
Because
so
he
much
don't
shit?
deserve to get paid that much. Neither one of them. I'm not saying that.
Who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck am I? Who
to
am I
say
to
what these people deserve to get paid? Who
You
who
right.
are you?
You absolutely right.
Who is you?
But the Cowboys ain't budging.
Jerry getting tight down there,
Boy.
bro. Cause
He said I already went through this shit with Zeke.
real shit, he already paid Zeke. He had to pay D-Law. Cooper, he got to pay him.
Mm-hmm.
As far as I know, I think they worked out a deal for Cooper though.
Yes, they did.
Was like 5 years, 70 mil,
Something like that.
Yeah.
And then what? They still got, was it Jalen or Jaden Smith?
Jalen Smith.
linebacker.
Jalen Smith.
Did they already pay him? They still got to pay him?
I can't tell you.
And then Van Der Esch as well?
They got to pay Leighton Van Der Esch. He's still on a rookie deal, ain't he? He just came in. Like
I mean,
a year
they're
or
going
two
to
ago.
have to, though, at, some point coming up.
Can't keep using them
I
tags.
mean, it's a lot to, that is one thing that goes into making all these deals out. You got to make it work structurally and, what you're gonna pay said person every year.
Yeah, that's why
It's
you
gonna
can't
affect
be
you later
overpaying
on.
the scrubs.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
You cannot be overpaying the scrubs or the mid-tier guys.
And that's what Jerry's saying right now.
I'm not paying no scrub. Nah, bro.
But going back to Tom Brady real quick, I think that they got a dark horse shot at really doing something with that
just
team.
don't see-
It depends on what they do the rest of free agency and the draft and
For sure.
coming into the season
I was like-
defensively. But that offense is going to be.
Should hum.
It could possibly be an amazing offense to watch.
The worst part is, I wish they had low-key made a deal to get David Johnson. David Johnson back with Bruce Arians.
Ooh.
He knows his system.
Ooh.
He,
Tom Brady,
He
who-
receives well. You get what I'm saying? It would have worked out just perfect, but he's got to settle for Ronald Jones II
Yeah.
and Peyton Barber.
Yeah, we'll see what they can do though. They might be able to, get somebody else in there too.
And I just don't know anybody coming out of any running backs coming out of this upcoming class.
Kareem Hunt's out there.
And they could probably get him for a sweet deal.
Steal.
Because low-key, bro, especially that DUI, that just took like any real money off the table. Yeah. You lucky if you get paid above $5 million for the year, dog.
Man.
That's sad.
So after all of this has went down, I think that the best question is what are the Pats gonna do?
We don't rebuild, reload. I had to say it in my best Bill Belichick voice because honestly, nothing really changes. We just move people in different positions.
It's business as usual.
I don't see us like
I
really
would hate
compete.
playing for Belichick, bro.
That
just sounds terrible.
stressful.
Well, that's one thing they said led Tom Brady to play for Bruce Arians, and that's one of the reasons why he wanted.
Yeah, because
go
it's like
down there.
Tom Landry. He's a cog in his system.
Fact. I mean, the worst part is this is what Levi was saying, bro. You hold on to that same belief. It's like Tom Landry and Bill Belichick. You're just a cog in my system. You're not
Yeah.
really that good.
Yeah.
You want all this money? Go find it somewhere else. I ain't gonna pay you. I'm gonna find somebody who do the same shit as you.
And
It's worked for him.
It's worked, and Belichick is right like 10 out of 10 times, bro.
Because
Every single time he lets somebody go, they go and shit the bed wherever they go.
you know who's my favorite case of that? Jamie Collins. He went and got
Man.
paid by the Browns, right? They gave him like $70 million back when this was still a lot to get paid, and was ass. Was one of the worst linebackers in the league. Came back, numbers shot up.
Yep.
It's the system.
Deion Branch, same thing. He went to Seattle. It was all right. And ended up getting traded back to New England a couple years later. So, I mean, it's worked the same way
Brandon
for
Browner.
20 fucking years. Yeah.
We could go all day with this shit.
All day.
But yeah, now the only person I know that was good before they came there, like in recent memory, two people: Brandon Cooks and Stephon Gilmore. Those are the only two people, and we had to pay for these people.
Yeah.
Randy Moss.
Oh yeah.
That is very true.
disrespecting. Just I'm
Even
just,
though Randy Moss was not.
He was old, but he was still getting buckets.
Well, you got to think the Raiders was right before that. And they shot his career in the foot.
that's a fact.
Like
What-
for them couple years
It's
he
the
was
Raiders,
there.
though.
That's why that's a fact. But that's why the Patriots got him for such a steal when they did. And he went and had that last hurrah of his career, like Brady's about to do in Tampa Bay, I think. Either that, or he's just gonna prove that he was a system quarterback.
If all else fails, he's a smart quarterback. So I
Fuck
think he'll
yeah.
figure it out. He'll figure
Yeah.
something out.
yeah.
And he has weapons to.
And I think he wants to. I think he wants to throw the ball around more.
Hey.
I think he wants to be a little more reckless and free with the ball.
Over under 3,500 yards.
Over.
I'm gonna say over. Yeah.
I'm taking the under.
Look what Jameis did with them last year,
That's fair.
and that was while
3,500?
throwing 30 picks.
Damn.
3,500.
You give my man Alex Smith numbers.
Them is Tom Brady numbers.
I was like, they was Tom Brady numbers first.
Yeah, it's okay.
Like, bro, because like I remember I used to argue with motherfuckers.
Hell yeah.
And they be like, bro, your quarterback rarely throws for over 4,000. I'm just like, No, he don't. Started looking at them numbers. I was just like, boy. And when he does throw for over 4,000, it's like
Randy Moss was there.
Randy Moss was there, and it'd be like 4,100, 4,200.
Right.
It wasn't like shattering 4,000, like 4,500. You know, really getting away from it, getting close to them 5,000. Like, he's just very consistent with them 3,600s. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'll give him over 3,500.
I will too.
35.50, fair. All right.
35.52
to be exact. Now, the real interesting part is like the touchdown ratio. I expect that to shoot up because he actually has real receivers and he's good in the red zone.
What would you give a good over under? I'm thinking about 28.
I was actually gonna say 25, but 28 is sounds about right.
Yeah,
20.
I'm going over on that.
Yeah, potential for a lot more. Yeah,
Yeah, I think so too.
yeah.
I think he could throw 40 touchdowns this year. Might be pushing it, yeah.
I was like,
But you got Cameron Brate in the middle of the field. You got Godwin, and you got Evans. Evans is one of the top receivers in the game. Godwin is
one of the emerging receivers. He's showing that he could be a top 5 soon.
Exactly.
That one was nice.
Yes.
That one was killing last year. Still got OJ Howard. You know, if you run a 2 tight end set,
Yep.
if they go out and get some running back help, I wish they had got Gurley low key.
Mm-hmm.
But
I wish the Chiefs had any money to go get Gurley.
yeah, y'all ain't got.
Goddamn.
Boy, y'all pockets is tight.
Tight.
I'm cool on Gurley, bro.
I feel you.
Nigga, y'all took LaShawn McCoy. Why not?
No, I'd rather go get Kareem Hunt.
What you'd rather do?
I'd rather get Kareem Hunt.
Yeah,
than
I mean,
Gurley.
in a more realistic sense,
Gurley is shot, bro.
he showed some flashes last year. They was just being scary,
Shot, bro.
bro. Y'all had LaShawn McCoy for like
I
$5
think
million.
they played him while he was hurt in that Super Bowl run, and I think it might have fucked his whole career.
It did. They ran him into the fucking ground, and then they finally paid him.
And I think that on both sides, they've kind of kept it under wraps.
For sure.
Because I don't think that he's been healthy since,
2017, 2018?
yeah, like,
So if we brought Gurley in, he's gonna be backup.
I mean,
Yes.
just what y'all been doing.
yeah.
How y'all just keep
Yeah.
running the system, trotting out. And to me, he's more of a home run threat than all the guys in the backfield.
I don't know, bro.
In Kansas City?
Yeah.
I disagree.
I think he
disagree.
is.
I
think
think the
he is.
healthy Williams is.
Daryl Williams.
He's
Damien?
Oh, Daryl.
Daryl is the backup.
Yeah. But even him.
Hell
Nah,
no.
hell no.
You
Bro.
being disrespectful.
Okay.
Over Gurley.
Over Todd fucking Gurley.
At this point, yeah, from what I've
No.
seen, yes,
Number 31?
right now. Yes.
No, bro.
Yes.
Over Gurley.
Yes.
See?
Yes.
No.
Doubling
No.
up. Yes.
No. And he
Nah,
doubled.
you disrespectful.
Bro,
It's fucked.
he broke like, I want to say probably like 3 to 5 20, 30-yard runs.
This is Todd fucking Gurley, though, bro. Todd
Like
Gurley.
we just said, yes, this is Todd Gurley of 2020.
And
this is not no
but
flashback card.
And this is the whole thing, though.
We ain't
last
playing
year.
Mike.
He basically had to take last year off because they didn't play him much. You know how many
Okay.
snaps he had? He
Okay.
had like maybe 200 snaps total over the season.
More
so you're-
reason why I'm taking Daryl Williams over
No,
him.
because then you get a fresher leg, Todd Gurley. A fresher leg, and you said all the more reason.
Daryl Williams over Todd Gurley. bro?
Yes.
You're smoking dope.
Yeah, that's
Schroeder hit the blunt hard before he came in
no,
today.
that is crackhead.
Nah,
behavior.
No.
exactly. He got that crack pack. Fuck that.
Okay.
Not that loud pack.
Hey,
he was on the
we
crack
gonna
pack.
revisit this after next
For
year.
sure.
And see Daryl Williams with better stats than Todd Gurley.
Nigga, no.
Uh-huh.
He not gonna have if his no.
No.
Just
No.
I was with you with Damian Williams. Damian Williams is cold.
I'm taking both of them.
healthy.
and plus,
I-
why wouldn't
I
you want
would
that
get-
dude in your backfield?
I
too?
would get this reaction if I said Darwin Thompson, but no, Daryl Williams was, when he got hurt, he was emerging as the number one.
He cool.
That's what he was the serviceable back.
I wouldn't put him over Gurley just yet.
If you said like
I would
if
right
you said
now
like
going
Raheem
in.
Mostert, I'd be like, all right, I could take that argument. Fuck, I was more with you when you was about to say Damian Williams. I was like, all right, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Daryl, no, just no, bro.
Yes.
Daryl Williams is gonna go for like 267 yards next year, cause he's in a system. It's fine.
We'll see.
If he gets over that, I'm gonna be thoroughly surprised.
Why do
But
you
I mean,
like
he's-
Daryl Williams so much, bro?
Because he's nice.
He's cool.
Like,
He's nice.
Did he say hi to you or something?
No.
Did he shout you out on Twitter,
God,
bro?
bro, you
I gotta ask.
No, he's
nah,
nice,
there's some
bro.
collusion in this shit, bro. You was paid off by Darrell Williams.
Yeah, I need you to say that.
Go hard for me on this pod, and I'll give you a shout out, bro.
Then we'll give Strobanks an endorsement.
If that's the case,
bro.
shit, I was like, if that's the case, I'm with you. Yeah, Darrell Williams to go, nigga. Shout us out. All right, bro. Damn. For the pod, man.
Y'all niggas gonna sell out for the pod?
Maybe.
What else is there to do, Randy?
Right.
Over Darrell Williams?
Over Darrell Williams.
Hell no. I need a better incentive
What, man?
to sell out.
It's not. Don't make it. Just because I say it, don't make it true.
Now, if it's like Tyreek or something, all right, bro. Bet you the best wide receiver in the league.
Bro, what's wrong with Darrell Williams?
Nothing's wrong with
Nothing. I just don't
not
think
Todd
he's
Gurley.
not exactly. There's nothing wrong with him. It doesn't have to be, positive versus negative. He just ain't him.
Are you looking up Darrell Williams stats?
Yes, he is. Like the fucking bum that he is. Fuck Schroeder. This nigga really started looking up Darrell.
Nah, for real. I was just making 100% sure that we had his name right the whole time.
Oh.
But we was right. It's Darrell Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or is it Darrell?
Well, it might be Darrell. It might be.
Is it one of those,
Probably.
All right, bro. Randy knew exactly what I was talking. Your name looked like this, but it's really said like this.
Yeah, Darrell Williams over Todd Gurley 2020.
That's the hill you want to die on.
I'm not saying that,
I'll
bro.
be here. I'll be here.
All right, bro. Yeah, we'll check in 2021, see where we at.
Fair enough.
You like dying on some peculiar hills, bro. I would put them like that. I ain't gonna slander people.
Be dead on that hill with an Eli Manning jersey.
Man.
A Super Bowl champions hat with a 31 Darrell Williams pin in it.
You hate to fucking see it.
With the number 1 foam finger.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know. Honestly, bro, that really did just change the landscape of the NFL. For real, for real.
TB12? Yeah.
Absolutely.
That, and you know what we haven't mentioned once yet? Phillip Rivers is a Colt.
Do we need to?
That's gross.
Oh, I love it.
That's terrible. Now, that's terrible.
I love it.
That's fucking gross.
Because now, the Chargers are basically in a shit position. The Colts they are even dumber. You just paid a whole lot more to lose games. What you could have paid Jacoby Brissett long term.
Facts.
He's serviceable. He's going to hand the ball off well. He won't turn over the ball. He's not going to win you games, but he's not going to he's not going to lose them. Now you got a motherfucker who's about to lose you games.
You think the Chargers are in a bad position?
Personally, yeah.
Why?
Who do they have now? Are they just all in for Herbert?
I think they got Tyrod.
Okay.
Yeah, they got Tyrod Taylor.
I forgot they signed Tyrod Taylor.
They got Tyrod. If they wanted to, they could probably make a play for Cam or Jameis.
Cam, Jameis, and
Cam would be the best move.
Trubisky.
Oh, matter
All out
of fact,
Cam a hit away from being fucking done, dog.
that's kind of a fact. Bears. What
The Bears.
fuck?
That's a fact. Yeah. They been on some fuck shit.
They went and got Nick Foles. Nick fucking Foles. Salute. That is the ski mask. God. I thought Sam Bradford had the crown. No. At least he showed some real signs of regular season brilliance, right? This man showed one good playoff stretch and he finessed.
He is a Jedi.
Swear to God.
He won the Super Bowl, bro. That goes a long way.
Apparently so. But
who?
that shit don't mean shit if you can't get to the goddamn Super Bowl. They not getting there. These niggas suck.
These owners don't even be watching them play. Oh, you want a Super Bowl? Bring him here.
Swear to God. That's it. These motherfuckers are like kids. How many Super Bowls he got? 0. I don't want him. All right. All right. You got to get there. And they not getting that.
So are the Jags just all in on Minshew?
I wouldn't say all in. They finally got under that ugly ass contract. Is what they did.
Yeah.
Because they was paying him a fuck ton of money. He was making.
Foles.
He was making
Fuck
like
yeah.
25, 26 a year.
And at that point, all you got to do is find a team that's a little more desperate than you. And the Bears fit
And
that
the worst
mold.
part is, bro, like, if they had got Cam, that championship window would be, like, wide open. Fuck, even with Jameis, maybe. Maybe.
I'll give him a chance with Foles.
You know what, though? You know what's sad? This is going to be, like, the first time in a long time that Allen Robinson is going to have a serviceable quarterback, a somewhat serviceable quarterback.
Man.
Yeah, he's been had to, like, get buckets with fucking Trubisky. Oh, yeah, is Trubisky cut, or is he still there?
He's still there. Very, looking real tradable.
Trubisky.
What is going on?
I don't know, but Ray, you hit the nail on the head with Trubisky.
What? I don't even remember what the fuck I said.
No, this dude, you just was talking all that shit, that draft. Why are they trading up for Trubisky? Trubisky's shit. He's gonna be trash.
I fucking seen it. I see, dude, when you only start 1 year at a fledgling college, fucking UNC, like, you're not a renowned football program.
I think Trubisky made Ray's blood pressure rise a few points.
Oh, dead ass, bro. I was probably close to, like, going in shock.
Bro.
But,
This guy's a bum.
he's trash. He's fucking trash. I seen it. Cause, bro, all right.
Ray called it.
Meanwhile, like, cause Deshaun Watson was sitting right there.
Right there.
Fuck. I mean, I didn't think Pat was gonna be what he is, but fuck, he was right there.
He was there.
I'd have taken him a lot faster, a whole lot faster. And the fact that you moved up to take this, nobody
They
wanted.
moved up.
Nobody wanted him. Nobody.
The Bears did.
Who the fuck are their scouts? Who's their GM? All these people need to be fired. They don't need jobs.
Five.
They don't need jobs. Not with that organization. Y'all need some career reflection. Like, why do you have the job that you have if that's the guy that you thought was the guy? Everybody tries to find these gems and, like, just comes up with pebbles constantly.
They need to evaluate who's
cute.
a value.
Yeah, stop being cute. Numbers are they're there for a fucking reason. Matter of fact, wasn't Josh Allen there? No, that was the following class. Never mind. But still.
That one has some stars in it, though.
I mean, you got 2 top 10 quarterbacks out of that class. Mm-hmm. That easily makes it good. You got
Who else? It seems like there was one more top quarterback out of that class.
I feel like it was.
There's somewhere in the NFL right now. Can't think of it either.
Sean Watson, Pat Mahomes, Trubisky.
Manziel was before that, right?
Yep. Baker?
I think.
No,
Baker would have
was
been the year after.
Yeah.
Was Goff?
Nah, he was in the 14 class
Okay.
with
Wentz and old boy's name from Denver. Who was that? He never even hardly played.
no
Paxton Lynch.
Paxton fucking Lynch, and the fact they traded up to get him
God damn.
for 15th overall.
Oh, Fluco got cut.
Part of course.
Part of the course.
You know what's fucked up? I was hearing some rumors that he could possibly land in New England. I was like, God no. God no. Even though that'd be like the ultimate flex for Belichick if he could somehow revitalize Fluco.
I could see it too in that system.
In the system. We run an efficient system here. It's what we do. It's our way. Thank you for your questions. I have one more question, Bill. Thank you for your questions.
Bro.
He be shutting down press conferences. I love that shit. He'll give the same. Literally, he's a white Marshawn Lynch. He hates fucking press conferences. Does them because he knows he has to. I just gave you the answer. I asked the guy before you. But
My favorite was when he smiles, but it's not really
the
a
smile,
smile.
it's that shit-eating grin. Like that half-cracked smile that you know probably took every muscle in his face to do.
He basically just showed his teeth. That's all he did.
I'm about to growl. sorry. That's for funny. That's funny for reasons beyond the pod. I'm sorry.
So I think we talked enough NFL
For sure.
as much as we can.
Yeah, we bled that pretty dry.
How's everybody doing with the with what's going on in the world?
With the Rona.
The Rona Part 3.
The Rona 3.
The
round,
Rona.
Three of the Rona.
round 3 of the Rona.
Hey, C3.
C3.
I'm sorry. I need Wade to do a verse about this Rona, bro.
That would be some nasty shit.
C3.
Hey man, vaccine coming.
That's how it sound.
Vaccine coming.
How long?
Probably about
Vaccine
another 2
coming.
weeks. Pack coming.
Vaccine coming.
Cause fuck, everybody's working overtime on this shit.
Man.
The fact that Canada already isolated it, I think South Korea is talking about they have a possible vaccine for it. What is it? They're testing out some type of protocol for it now. So, like, I don't want to sound just reductionist about it, but like, this should blow over soon. But like, the precautions we had to take are going to last like the rest of this decade.
Yeah.
This has really set the fucking tone. Because what? The Dow cumulatively has lost like what? 5,000 points? Something like that.
It's time to invest.
Fact, if you have any acorns stashed,
Yeah.
put them in some smart places. Start checking the charts. Who has what? Because I'm not going to lie. I was really considering about investing in United. Nigga, they stock dropped from like $50 a share to like $20.
It was like 60. About 3 weeks ago or so.
Yeah, before this shit really started kicking off. Yeah. Shit is cheap. Low key, bro. I should invest in jet fuel though. That's where the money is.
That's a fact.
Even though that shit is going back up, I need that shit to fall again.
Yeah.
That
People don't stop traveling.
sure the
That's
fuck
a crazy
bro,
fucking thing.
This is the fact that like the airline industry is considered an essential industry, which I mean I don't think it's not.
But it's almost counterintuitive, really, if you ask me. I mean, just because
You're trying to stop the spread. Right?
give a window of 3 to 5 days, let everybody get where they want to be, and then shut the shit down for a week, 2 weeks, whatever you want to give. I mean, because nothing's been crazier than 2 weeks. I don't think.
No.
That's been the consensus norm.
Have you seen
normal.
what they did in China?
No.
They literally put everybody on absolute halt for like I want to say 10 days.
Damn.
And sanitize the streets. Right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
And you don't hear any like furthering reports of anything like spreading.
Yeah, they shut that shit down pretty quick.
I'm not completely opposed to something.
I kind of feel that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
But it's business as usual in America.
Fuck yeah, money over everything.
Everything.
Money over everything, even though we're not generating any money.
Right.
So we still got to pay our bills, and we might not be able to work.
Mm-hmm.
That's the wildest shit.
They don't
bro.
add up to me.
It don't.
What kills me is the businesses that have said, like the essential businesses that said, "Oh, we won't cut you off." Yeah, you right.
Yeah.
But I'm still gonna have to pay.
Hey, me
later on.
and Randy I was just like, I'm not trying to hear no deferment. I need to hear forgiveness.
You're not charging me for
exactly.
this
I
month.
need to hear
Yes.
forgiveness.
Yes.
Not deferment, forgiveness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hey, for this, amount of time I was off work, I need that forgiven.
Facts.
And I don't mind. I think that it's better almost. I mean, I know people will take advantage of whatever they can, but I mean, I don't mind working with whoever I need to work with to, okay, maybe I can't give you all this, but I can give you this.
You know what I'm saying?
You know?
If I could give you what my average monthly is supposed to be,
Mm-hmm.
or, like a portion of that, like essentially like half of that, and we call it fair, because you fucked up in the game and I'm fucked up in the game, don't mean we both need to be fucked up in the game.
Don't mean you need to double back around for
Yeah.
the money this month in
Yeah.
6 months. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to spend, the rest of this year trying to pay off my electric bill. Come on.
Crazy.
Come on, bro.
And at the end of all of it, I think this dude Trump has effectively won the 2020 election with all this shit.
This nigga really was listening to the baby and was like, I got y'all. Packing the mail is gone. Hey, nah, bro. That little conference he had, China.
Oh my God.
China. That's the greatest.
It's not racist. I want to be accurate.
Hey,
It came from
bro,
China.
It came from China. Don't you think that's a little racist? It's not racist at all. Nigga, that's the greatest shit ever. He just kept saying it. China.
That shit was priceless.
Like I said, bro, this has been like the funniest presidency we've ever been a part of.
That's a big fact.
Love this shit. Cause
It's like him and Bush, I think, are on par. It's different, but
yeah, like Bush was just cause like he was a bumbling idiot in office.
yeah.
In office, excuse me. Meanwhile,
Trump's a bumbling idiot too, though.
he is, but
In a different way.
exactly. Like
Yeah.
he's good with the jokes. Like he's actually a funny person. Like Trump would Bush would like say shit that he thought was really fucking smart, and walk off like he said some shit. Start pointing at people. Yeah, W. And like we was just like,
You
damn.
get on that horse, you gotta ride. Shout out to Cat Williams. for this.
Fact, bro. Start pointing at people, snapping his
Fuck
fingers.
this nigga say?
He said nothing. And act like he said everything. Nah, hey, you know what I just thought about though? You know what's really been shitty about this quarantine? Quick Trip ain't serving coffee no more, bro.
I know.
Self-serve
Damn,
coffee.
I didn't know that.
Self-serve coffee off the table. Roller grill off the table.
Damn.
Smart
Yeah.
though. Good.
It makes sense. It's just like I went and I was like, I'm about to give me some coffee. No coffee.
They got the kitchen open in there?
Yeah, kitchen's still open. Because I guess that can be sanitary.
You can
know
still
what
get
I'm
coffee from the kitchen, though, right?
saying? Yeah. It's just.
I did see in the grocery store no more reusable bags. Some shit like that.
Damn,
Yeah.
they not accepting reusable bags. That makes sense. It makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And the Walmart's on 24 hours no more.
Nope.
No.
They went from like 8 to 8, basically.
Like 7, 8:30.
Yeah.
Or
I think
something.
all of them have done that because Hy-Vee did the same thing, 8 to 8.
And except they open up an hour early for senior citizens, which that
That's
was
dope.
a cool move on their
Yeah.
part. Cause like I've thought about them the most. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, and it's nice to see like the world may be ending possibly, but some people still got some decency about them.
Fact.
That's
some
nice.
some people still are a bit decent out here. I've been seeing people putting together like care packages for like families in need. That's been dope, bro. That's been real dope. Shout out to y'all if you listening and you did that. Shout out to you. I'm not gonna shun you if you didn't though. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't.
I didn't
hold
either.
you. I'm sorry. I was making sure me and mines was straight
Same.
first.
Same.
Very selfish on my part, but
Well, I got kids, so
that makes a lot more sense. I was, checking in on moms and,
I ain't been seeing none of my family. I've been staying away.
Oh yeah, no, I ain't been around them. I call and check.
Yeah, I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? Because like that's the last thing. Because we obviously our parents are older. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to chance that shit, especially considering the areas where we work. Not really the smartest. You know what I'm saying? Because like what was it? Just like
we are really in the danger zone.
fact. Because, like, literally, like, a week or so ago, my pops was yelling at me. He was like, you need to go see your grandma. And I was like, you're absolutely right. I should have did this shit months ago. But now is really not the time. I'll wait till, this kind of calms down, and I'll go see grandma. Because right now is not the time, bro.
Nope.
I wouldn't be able to live with myself if I got her sick.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that'd be some shit, bro. Because, like, I could like, personally put the blame on myself. Even though I may be right, I may be wrong, still, I don't want to chance it. That's too risky, bro.
No, that's your fault.
Damn, nigga. I mean, my cousin just got off a flight not too long ago, went to go see her. Might be her fault, too. Shit.
You got your cousin sick.
She got off the flight. I didn't put her on the flight.
It's your fault.
It's my fault.
No, that's why I think we should get paid more, though, honestly. Like, when you work around that setting,
Facts.
where you're more at risk. Like, we're first in line for all of these sicknesses.
Facts.
Like, it's crazy. And they just
Facts.
lowball us every time we
Every
go
time.
in to work.
But you know what's
we
crazy?
got to take that shit.
Yep. But it's weird because it works in a cycle, right? Because you watch literally the generation before us, right when they got like older, they got paid really well, then got axed. Same thing is gonna happen to us. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get paid really well, right? Like, you know, about 10 to 20 years before our retirement age, and then we're gonna get axed. And then the cycle just restarts.
Ah, the glorious circle of life.
It's trash.
Now, my life, nigga, I'm going to be my own boss.
Eventually.
And I ain't going to be dependent on this bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm good. Because it's fuck us. Like, right now, it's fuck us.
Oh, yeah.
They don't give a
That's
shit.
big facts.
Yeah. Nah.
That's big facts.
I'm gonna start looking into businesses that are recession proof.
On God.
I feel that.
Because this is a wake up call.
Yup.
This is a wake up call. Find you a business that is recession proof. What is something that people will always need? And you know where that shit usually lies to me? In a trade.
Mm-hmm.
A skilled labor. You're always needed.
Always.
Tis facts.
I mean, there's other things, obviously. I'm just kind of drawing a blank, to be honest with you. You know what else makes me draw blanks, though? Drugs.
Drugs.
I've been meaning to ask y'all about this. How do y'all feel about drugs, like, all in all? Like, do y'all think certain drugs should be legal, certain drugs should be illegal? How do you regulate certain drugs? How do you feel about a certain drug? Like, what y'all think?
I definitely think certain drugs should be illegal.
Like, which ones in specific?
Anything that's past weed.
Really? You think it should be illegal?
Just because it'll be easier for the kids to get their hands on it. Or it should be just heavily regulated.
Okay.
Heavily regulated.
Okay. See, I like that's where I'm kind of at with most drugs. But even then, I feel like a lot of times they fuck them up whenever they're heavily regulated, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because we've seen what methamphetamine can be like in a quote unquote positive form with Adderall, because that's essentially what it is. It's methamphetamines, right? I'd like to see what that would be like if it was actually legal, where we could do full spectrum testings on them and see what is the positives from and how could we override the negatives.
I think that's a good idea with testing wise, because I don't know we necessarily need anything straight up recreational, legal, that we don't already have.
Honestly, though, that would take the power away from, these drug pushers and so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? Like crack and cocaine and shit like that. That should essentially collapse like cartels.
No, because there's I feel like there's two sides to that, because you would.
It doesn't make it crime anymore.
But at the same time, you're also introducing more of that product, because there's a market for it. We all know there's a market for it.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's getting pushed, I think it's just easier to get in the wrong hands. I think even if it's heavily regulated, and we've seen that with prescription
I'm going to ask you
drugs.
this. Does the same thing happen with, like, weed? Does it get in the wrong hands as much?
Yeah.
You think
I would
so?
say yes.
Wrong hands?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And especially now with the world we live in, with it being recreational. I mean, it's the same thing, if you're in a state that has it recreational legal, it's almost the same thing as going and getting a pack of cigarettes. And that's easy to pass.
the way kids,
maybe even easier, because then you're getting a pack of gummies, and now you think little Timmy's eating some nice
candy.
Haribo's, and Timmy getting high as fuck.
Timmy is over there getting smacked.
Timmy zooted.
Timmy's zooted.
Timmy is zooted. Fair. It's just mainly because I want to look into the possible medicinal benefits of these different drugs.
Of cocaine?
Yeah, cocaine. I mean, we've seen the possible benefits of like opioids and shit, right? Mm-hmm. Powerful pain reliever, right? what if we could actually have free range to like test these?
I think everything should be tested. How much it should be.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So that way, then we could figure out, accurate dosage for people. You know what I mean? Because like the fact that like we only leave that in the hands of big pharma for opioids and shit, and then they only just deal with the blowback of it. They put the shit out there, tested. You know what I'm saying? Regulated by the FDA, but like, look what we dealing with now. We're literally dealing with a full-on crisis of addiction to opioids.
Right, and until you fix that, I don't think there's any way you can introduce more
and that's
drugs like that.
But see, that's what I'm saying. That's why I think it should be like legalized, so that way they can test it. So that way, then it'd be like
I'm with you there.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
I'm with you on that.
Because kind of like
part.
methadone.
Yeah.
Because like it's like a light form of it. What is a lighter form to help wean these people off? Because you can't just snatch them off of this drug.
Yeah.
It's detrimental to their health. So let's try to figure out a lighter form, and so that way then it could possibly be like, you know how Sudafed is now? Like, you know how you can only buy 2 at the counter or something like that? Now you have to go out of your way to abuse it. You know what I'm saying? And like everybody, like, I'm not saying that abuse doesn't exist. It's going to exist. People abuse alcohol, people abuse cigarettes, weed, so on. The list goes on and on. But if it's legal, we can possibly figure out a way to make it for people's benefit rather to their detriment. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
That's basically what I'm trying to get at. Because, like, the fact that the coca leaf itself is illegal, right? But it has proven to have many benefits. It's just when you tend to soak it, cut it, dry it, and strain it is when it starts to become dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Along with other additives. I'd want to see what that'd be like. You know what I'm saying? To be able to just ingest the coca leaf by itself. But we can't. It's illegal. You know what I'm saying? I got to go to South America through a bunch of jungles to get to something like that.
Yeah, they don't want it in your hands. It's not that it's not gonna be in your hands because it leads to a lot of drugs being made that make them a lot of money.
I know, and that's what I'm saying. Essentially, I'm talking
Why would
about
they put that in your hands?
I know. I'm basically talking about the destabilization of big pharma, which I know. I'm talking about a billion, damn near $1 trillion machine right there.
Ray's gonna be the one that gets us shut down.
Nah.
He talking about destabilizing big pharma. I just said 9/11 is an inside job.
Yeah,
right?
bro. That's the trigger word right there. As soon as they hear 9/11, whoop whoop.
But people don't know what Ray talking about. So.
Yeah.
They do.
They do.
They do, but
yeah. But I sound crazy to the average
it's
person.
not gonna spark. Yeah, it's not gonna spark anything in the regular average motherfucker.
Bro, I'm gonna have to, like, for this shit to get real, I'm gonna have to start dressing in robes and like living in the jungle. That's when niggas gonna start listening to me and grow a white beard. Ray Sebi. This is what they gonna start calling me. The Honorable Dr. Ray Sebi. No? Oh, damn. Well, bro, you can be my Umar Johnson.
I'm good, bro.
Collect that money for a school that ain't never gonna get built. I need donations.
Umar, the funniest nigga on the internet.
Oh, God, bro. I really wish you was on Twitter more.
Umar is hilarious.
Dr. Umar, he drops like a new video like every week, and it's the funniest shit ever. All we do is just chop that shit up and make memes out of it. It's the greatest shit ever.
Did you see that one they put the ether?
Yes. Oh my God.
That shit's so great,
bro. When they just randomly put the ether beat on motherfuckers talking, it's funny as shit. Cause bro, they did the same shit with Elizabeth Warren.
That was hilarious.
Because bro, she was talking big shit to all the Democratic nominees. What Bernie Sanders, like, you know, namely, like she was dropping his name repeatedly, giving this man bars over the ether beat. But I don't know, man. What's the hardest drug you would do?
The hardest drug I would do. Shit. Probably DMT.
Really? Fair enough.
And even then, that's not really considered that
dangerous of a drug.
Yeah, it's just like an experience. You do it like once or twice, and then you get out.
Pretty much. Even though your body your body creates that anyway.
Right, but I'm just saying, like, usually people kind of go through a phase or need an experience, life changing shit.
Yeah, I just hope I don't catch that like guru syndrome after I do it. When I do it. Nah, bro, cause like motherfuckers, they start talking in this real lofty voice.
I am one with the world,
bro.
now.
I swear to God, like I don't want to be that person. That sounds terrible.
You already are that person.
Am I though? I'm just real with it.
Nah, I'm just fucking. With
I was just like, I'm real with it. Like I'm like, yeah, bro, I seen some shit in this dream, but these hoes, man. You gotta like, bro, you can't just be one and the other. Like, oh, I'm not of this world. I'm a star child. Dog, you are on planet Earth with me. If I punch you, you bleed.
Motherfucking yin yang right.
Gotta have both. Balance, baby. I've been talking about this shit for years. I finally figured it out. Now, if I can just convert this shit to money.
What's the hardest drugs you niggas gonna do? Don't just let me say it by myself.
Hey, I'm with you, Randy, with the DMT or heroin.
God damn it!
Woo, shit. Woo, shit. Just throw that out there. Hey, bro, you be asking for,
Yeah,
don't give me a run-of-the-mill answer.
I'm really
Yeah.
like, I fuck with I'm glad you gave me an honest answer.
You know what? I'm kind of with him. Not heroin, but liquid heroin. Codeine. That is probably the hardest drug I would ever try.
Okay.
No DMT?
Yes.
I mean,
Well,
codeine is harder than DMT.
I'm with Ray on that because that's the hardest I'd ever try.
Try.
But
I do not consider me a frequent user.
yeah. Well, yeah, but I don't think that I could do the needle shit.
Hell no.
So I don't think I could actually try that.
Bro, as much as I gave blood, they had to it's somebody doing that for me. I'm not going to
I can't even give blood for real, so I can't imagine trying to fucking shoot
myself up. And the worst part is, bro, you got to take a little bit in, then put it man.
Gross.
Man.
Yeah, give me a double cup. I'm good.
Fact, bro. Fact. I'd rather fuck my kittens up like that.
Lean would be fun.
Lean would be fun.
I'd get...
Bro,
lazy. Yes, that is about to be me.
This is how I knew the world was gonna end. I had a strange urge last week to listen to Mike Jones and Paul Wall.
Damn, son.
I don't know why, but I was
go to the mecca of that drink.
Yes. I was. I don't know why.
Schroeder wanted to be in a slab, pulling up a deuce.
I did for some reason.
And getting twisted.
With a 3-part on the side of
oh shit! Lined up Schroeder. Always said
with
this,
a big ass white tee.
Hey, bro, I always said, bro, he would look like a ghetto Travis Kelce if he ever got his shit lined up.
Facts.
It is what it is, man. Man.
It is what it is, man.
Nah, bro. I don't know. I was just thinking about that because, like, you just see how willingly people just pop drugs nowadays, and I was just like, "What? Do I know my friends well enough? What's the hardest drug they do?"
I can't lie, cause just with opioids,
This nigga said heroin,
bro. No, bro.
That nigga sick.
No, when they
That nigga sick.
no,
gross.
when they gave me whatever the fuck pain medication they gave me some high ass dosage for my tooth when the shit was all fucked up and they had to take it out, bro. One of the greatest feelings in the world. I can't lie.
Oh hell no.
I get it.
I get it.
I was like, I get why y'all motherfuckers love this shit. Like,
Get this nigga out of here.
I get
Fact,
it.
this nigga was gone on that hillbilly
That
heroin,
shit is,
bro.
hey,
What this nigga Ray say when they first gave him heroin? He was like, "Yeah, this shit better than sex." Ray was like, "Ain't nothing better than sex."
Woo, shit. Nah, bro.
man.
I think low key that movie ruined me on ever doing heroin.
Have facts.
Ever. There's no way you could ever convince me that it's just that
I'm
great of a
good,
high.
bro.
I seen what it did to that man.
That nigga was.
well, you be good. You
That nigga
first
got
time
blind
user.
twice off heroin. That's how high he was.
God said blind twice.
He like Ric Flair,
Bro, he at
two-time
least
Hall
had
of Famer.
foresight.
Man.
Even that was going off that motherfucker.
Oh shit.
Goddamn.
Gone, bro. Hell no. That's just not the drug, bro. That's just not the
Can't
drug.
even look cool on heroin.
You
dog.
really can't.
You can look cool with lean.
Fact, you can
That's
look
true.
you can
That's
look
true.
cool while doing lean.
Yeah.
Like that's the whole thing while doing the drug, right?
Yeah, while doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, cuz like obviously, you know, some of
After
our
years
favorites.
of doing that shit. Oof.
Yeah.
Look at Wayne.
Yeah.
Even though Wayne does obviously a bevy of other drugs.
Yeah. That man does a cocktail. Which I always think like it's amazing that his body is still functioning
That's fact.
considering the amount of
He's
drugs.
still relatively young.
That is
Yeah.
true. He is like what, only 36, 37?
Something like that, yeah. When Wayne get like 50, bro, I'm not even gonna put that in the universe. I just leave it like that.
That's fair. That's fair. You know what though? That just made me think the fact that Ross old ass was out here doing them drugs.
I know.
You'll get your old ass in the house, bro, and just rap. Smoke
nigga-
your weed and rap, bro.
For real. Nigga was boo-booing on himself.
This is a fact, bro. This
real?
man had a seizure, had a bad bitch in the bed, and shit himself during a seizure
Yeah.
Damn.
from the lean.
That's fucked.
Yeah, imagine that. And if he didn't say nothing on the record, wasn't nobody gonna ever know. Cause I'd imagine he probably had to pay through the nose to keep her quiet.
Nah, that was in reports. It was already in reports that he shit himself.
Damn.
Because
So,
I remember 50 put it on his Instagram.
50 Cent is such a petty motherfucker, bro.
Hey, bro, that nigga's the definition to keep that same energy.
Fact, bro.
Like,
That nigga mad petty, bro. Damn. Why would you want to do something that could possibly lead? But then again, they just now finding out that that's what it leads to.
yeah.
You right.
What, seizures?
Seizures, all that shit. Yeah. Like, bro, because what the fuck would it be like to have a seizure? I've seen people have them, and it's just like weird. Like, you just watch them lose complete control of their body for, X amount of time. Because you remember that girl we went to school with? She would just randomly have them, and they'd have to hurry up and try to, like, flip her over.
Ray be starting to air people out, dog.
Nah,
Like,
I just said the
I
girl we
know,
went to
but
school with.
you really on that path to, like, starting to air people out.
I'm not going to say
I just
I'm
want you to
saying,
know.
yeah. I mean, I'll air you niggas out, but that's because y'all my niggas, bro.
I always called you a king, but I didn't know you was Gail, my nigga.
Oh. This has been the Flu Pod. Thank you for listening to the show.
Yeah, because Randy about to die. Ain't no more Rated R Studios. Ain't no more Rated R Randy. R.I.P.
Ain't no more Randy. It's gonna be Shro. No Banks, nigga.
The Show No Bank Show.
The Show No Bank Show. Bet.
I'll see you next week. We out.